Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I have got a piece of Happy Mail and it's got cats all over it. Now this actually arrived just before we went live yesterday, and I couldn't do any more filming after we finished, and so I've had to wait until this morning to open it, so you can imagine. It's come from somewhere in the UK. There's one person I'm expecting things from, but I don't know if it's going to be from them. I'll just get it out of the envelope with the address on, and then we'll go to the desk and we'll share the excitement together. What a lovely card. Okay, here we go. Oh, sorry about my got my seascape in the background. Oh, isn't this lovely? Little alternating strips of pretty paper, sucker for pretty paper, and rickrack. How lovely. Handmade by Mirelle Young. Oh, look at this. Oh, how lovely. Oh, it's Jodie. It's from Jodie. So this is handmade by Mirelle Young, but that's not the person who has sent this. Oh, how lovely. So this is from Jodie, who's already sent a piece of the Bonkers Quilt anyway. Is this any use for the Bonkers Quilt? I thought you could couch several twisted strands, perhaps. Yes, definitely. I've had it sitting around for ages. But if you wanted more, you need only ask. Oh, how lovely. I was distinctly awash watching you unwrapping of my piece. Posted 2 days. Aww. Posted 2 days after the anniversary of my mother's death last week. Oh, her name was Jan, by the way. Oh, isn't that lovely? Because, yeah. Hang on, I've got to collect myself again now. Wait a minute. So, as well as the piece of the quilt, Jodie also sent these beautiful little they were like machine embroidered, but old, like vintage machine embroidered, beautiful, delicate, silky embroidery of these little floral sprays, like lily of the valley, violets, daisies. They were from her mum's stash where she'd been clearing her mum's house, and I'm getting choked up now, so I had to do the same thing with my mum, and it's lovely to be able to use those pieces now. I felt so honoured to be given those pieces, and I've definitely decided they're going to go in my vintage stationery. And if it's all right with you, then Jodie, I'll put your mum's. I'll put Jan in. I'll embroider Jan in when I put the pieces in my vintage stationery. That would be lovely. So yeah, I'll definitely do that. Oh, and these will be perfect. As you say, they're beautiful. They are beautiful. Because what I've been using is sari ribbons, and I've been, putting a bundle of sari ribbon down between some of the quilt pieces. Look at those beautiful colours. And then couching them down. It's a really quick and easy way to seal that gap between pieces, so that when you then kind of fold the quilt up, you don't get a gap through to the backing. You need to put something between each of the pieces. So in some cases I can just do some fly stitch or whatever. Sometimes I'm filling in with chain stitch and then couching over the top. I'm doing all kinds of different things. But yeah, by far the quickest and easiest way is that couching down. So yeah, and these colours will go beautifully with lots of the pieces in the quilt. I love those. They're really pretty, aren't they? I've had some ribbons a bit like this, like in amongst, or lengths of ribbon like this in amongst the Bazaar scrap packs, actually, so it will fit in beautifully, given that we're using a lot of Bazaar scraps in that quilt as well, and the connection with Bazaar. Yeah, they're beautiful. I will definitely make use of them, and I will definitely make sure your mum's name gets embroidered in with those beautiful pieces. Jodie, thank you. What I'm going to do is put your card with them now, so that I don't forget. I'm going to leave this. Let's put that there so I can so I can include it in the picture later on. Hang on. I'm going to leave this open-ended, this video. That's going to be part of my thumbnail. And then I know I've got one more piece I'm expecting from Mand. Hello, And what I'll do is put them both together, because I'm desperately trying to catch up on these opening Happy Mail videos, because I know some people sent things like weeks ago and the videos haven't gone out yet. So yeah, I'm trying to put a couple together to cut down the number of videos I've got to edit and put out and plague you with. So yeah, I'll put this one together with a man's bonkers piece when it comes in. Hopefully that won't be too long now, or whatever other Happy Mail happens to come next. I've just been so lucky. I've had so much Happy Mail. It's kind of strange when a day goes by and the postie hasn't been. I'm just that spoilt now. So thank you very much, Jodie, for that. I'm gonna pass on to my future self. This way. Thank you for myself. So I have just been over to Tom's today. I've just got back and I've got another little parcel waiting for me. And I actually know who this is from. This is from Lois. I met Lois in person at our bazaar event back in August. So she's made a piece for the quilt, and she's also subsequently sent me some lovely big triangular pieces as fillers for the quilt. And she's now made me some more. And she did message me this morning saying, oh look, I've just found 2 pieces that were supposed to go in the package I sent you today. She looked really sweet. But it looks like loads in here. Doing pretty well now, actually. I've probably, between the pieces that people have sent me, the actual quilt pieces, and the little fillers and things people have sent me since, and of course I've got some bizarre scrap fabrics that I can use as well, and trims and things. I think I've got enough to fill the quilt now. I think I'm there, really. So these are just going to be little fillers, little gaps to fill all the nooks and crannies, little different shaped pieces to fill all the nooks and crannies that I've got left between the actual quilt pieces. It's very kind of Lois to do this. We don't actually live all that far away from each other. I think she does. I think if I remember right, I think she has family near Norwich as well, so yeah, she just come by this way sometimes. Oh, what a beautiful packaging. Look at that. How lovely. Oh. I think we should always wrap gifts in, reusable gift bags or fabric bags, or wrap them in a scarf or whatever, rather than things that we're just going to throw away and add to landfill. I think we should bring that idea back. Definitely love it. This is a beautiful piece of fabric, really silky. Oh, look at these. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Let's look at the card first. Sorry if you can hear my tummy rumbling. Oh, this is pretty. It looks like a handmade card. Yeah, made by Lois. Isn't that pretty? That's so sweet. Really, really pretty. I love that. Lovely cards I've had. I only, as promised, a few snippety bits, for those odd areas on the Bonkers quilt. I've tried to make them a bit more adaptable this time, so you can cut away bits or disassemble the Suffolk puffs as they are only loosely tacked together. Oh, very thoughtful. Please don't feel all the pieces have to be used if they don't fit in or are unsuitable. Lois, let me know though if you do need some more. Perfect, thank you. Absolutely perfect, yeah. Oh look, that's a fun piece. Look at this. Oh, I love that. Oh, I've got to fit that in. Love the texture on that, and it just so fits in. It is a Bonkers quilt. And it's nice to have some kind of dimensional pieces and different textures in there. Look at these. I love these Suffolk puffs. Oh, of course I immediately want to fit every single one in, don't I? Oh, love it. Love this. So these are stitched into a little kind of wonky shape, but like I could cut them apart if I wanted. It depends on what works, doesn't it? Love that. So this one's made out of, it looks like it's made out of a vintage doily or something, and then it's beaded around the edge, and it's got a sweet little bead in the middle, a silver bead in the middle, and it's got like a pink lining so that shows through the lace. Very, very pretty. Really lovely. I love the beads in the centre of these. And what I like doing with Suffolk puffs as I put them down is I can stitch into them and stitch across them and into the square that they're next to as well, to help to fuse everything together. Triangles always good. Brilliant. I can cut them down if I need to. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Look at this. It's like a little, almost like a house shape. Love this. Again, vintage, like a vintage doily. Beautiful piece. This looks like it might be Bazaar Scraps, possibly. So does this. Oh, I love it. I love it. These are, oh, they're going to fit in, so they just fit in perfectly. Perfectly, Lois. I love these. Fit in with the whole bazaar vibe very much, because of the nature of the fabrics and the colours and things. Oh, look at this. Wow, how's this been done? This looks like it's, God, that's gorgeous. It looks like it's painted onto, I wonder if it's like napkin decoupage or something. I can't work out how it's done. It might be napkin decoupage that's been applied to this piece of fabric and then seed stitching all around it. It's beautiful on this lovely piece of wool. Love this. Love all the details on there. Oh, can you imagine the person who's going to get this quilt in the end? They're just going to spend hours just looking at everything, and then they won't see it all. Every time you look, you'll see something different. Love this. So the fabric, the fabric's been folded and overstitched to create this lovely kind of ridged effect. That's a really good idea. Quite easy to do, but makes it so much more interesting. The camera's not really doing that justice. That's a bit better. Ah, I love that. Again, definitely could possibly came from a Bazaar scrap bag, I think. They are gorgeous. What's this one? I haven't looked at this one. Oh, look at this. Oh, I hope I can use all of these. They are gorgeous. Every single one's completely different. Such a lot of variety. All very, very beautiful. I love them. I love them. I love them. I know that if I remember right, the video that would go on the front of this one was that package from Jodie with the ribbons, and I took a picture of the stack of ribbons. So if I'm clever, I can let this take up the other part. The ribbons can go down here, and I can let this take up the other part of the screen for my thumbnail. They're absolutely gorgeous, Lois. Perfect, perfect, perfect for what I need, and I want to go and start working on the quilt right now, just because I've seen them. That's the thing, when you pick up, it's never a chore to do, because you've got all these lovely things to play with. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you ever so much for taking the time and trouble to send those, Lois. They're perfect. And thank you again to Jodie as well for the lovely ribbons that I'm going to be using to couch down between the pieces. It's just such a nice, quick and easy way to close that gap and make sure that none of the kind of backing, the cotton backing shows. So that's it. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed both those little openings. That works quite well, putting two together that way. So hopefully the videos will stay relatively short and sweet for me. I say relatively. Thank you again to everybody who's sent pieces for the quilt, everybody who joined us in August, everybody who's sent pieces from all over the world. The whole thing has been such a heartwarming project already, from start to where I am now, and there's loads more to go. I think, as far as I know, I'm only expecting one more piece to come in, and that's someone who's been a bit poorly but is eager to catch up and would still like to send a piece in. So I'm going to save a space, or a couple of spaces for them, and work on filling in all the other gaps, and then I've got all the fun fancy stitching to do. And then after that, it will be a question of sorting out the backing and the tying and the edging bit, which is like, oh, a bit daunting. And it suddenly occurred to me the other day, I need to make sure that I put a hanging arrangement on the back. I know people do like long like loops or tubes that you can put a they stitch in like a tube that you, or a couple of tubes that you can put a length of, like a broomstick or something through, a length of pole through to actually hang the quilt. So I need to think about that as well. That's way down the line yet. Gonna stop waffling now. Thanks so much for joining me. Thanks again to Lois and Jodie, and I'll see you all again really soon. Bye.